this is an activity that I call the Healthy Lifestyle Balance Finder. When people start a transformation process, they're usually in a state over here where their lifestyle focus is kind of outweighing their health. So it's a much larger amount of energy going into that lifestyle, whether you're working hard, you got kids, you're busy, you're probably not eating like you should, you're not paying attention to your food, maybe a little bit too much on the alcohol consumption. And so the health is much less of a focus point than the lifestyle is, because you're just a busy, average American, that's where they sit. Now, when people come and start asking for help, from people like me, they need to realize where they're at with this whole balance process. When you're here, your momentum is going in the wrong direction. You're gaining weight, your health stats, blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, things like that are all going the wrong direction. And it's a great first step to realize, okay, things are going wrong and I need help. Great first 2 steps. Now you have to realize where you're at, and you have to also realize that shifting your momentum is going to be hard. So from the momentum going this way, when you're used to eating lots of processed foods and maybe smoking cigarettes, alcohol, things like that, just not sleeping enough, not treating your body and your health like you should, the momentum is really going fast in the other direction. So we have to apply the brakes and completely change momentum. And to do that, the next step in this Healthy Lifestyle Balance Finder process is you have to completely switch the position. So for a period of time, you're going to have to be committed to focusing more on your health, and you're going to have to make some sacrifices with that lifestyle. All right, you may need to give up some of the foods, obviously, that are causing this negative momentum shift. You may not see friends as much as you normally would, not be as social because you're putting more hours into working out or prepping your food or planning. Maybe even a little bit of family time sacrifice. Sometimes we try to avoid that, but that might be the situation as well. So you have to realize when you are in this position and you're trying to stop the brakes, pump your brakes and shift momentum back, you have to realize that this second phase is going to need to happen, and what are you willing to sacrifice for a short period of time in order to make that happen, to pump the brakes, shift the momentum. So when you're here, this is where people freak out a lot. They freak out a lot because they get going on this. If they don't really think in these terms of a 3-step process, they are over here and then they start shifting into this major health focus. At first, like, this is awesome, I feel great, I'm getting great results. But then they start to feel this lifestyle shrinkage where they're like, I'm not seeing my friends as much. It seems like I'm spending a whole lot of time focusing on food. And people freak out. They say, I can't maintain this. You hear that a lot. This isn't maintainable. I can't maintain what I'm doing right now. And in my mind, as a coach, I don't expect you, or I don't want you to maintain this. This is just part of the 3-step process where you have to do this to shift that momentum. If you don't do this, it's not going to happen. All right, so a major health focus for a short period, maybe a long period, depending on where you're at, depending on how bad this situation is. If you're morbidly obese, this is going to be a longer phase. All right, if you just have a few, bad habits that we need to kick, it's going to be a shorter phase. But you have to realize that there's no need to freak out here because this is temporary. Some people really get, into the whole healthy lifestyle, and they love coming to the gym 5 hours a week. Some of you out there I know are thinking, no way, dude, I want to put in my couple hours, 3 hours or whatever, and I'm good. So doing this for a short period of time or a longer period of time, again, depending on where you started, we're going to eventually shift into this third stage where we're really finding the balance where you are healthy, you have great momentum still, you're losing weight, you're losing body fat, you're getting stronger, your stats with your cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar, all of that is going in the correct direction, and you feel like you've got a nice balance with your lifestyle as well. So you don't feel like you're missing out on family or social things. Obviously, it's going to be a different picture than when you started. All right, you're still not. You can't go back to this. If you go back to this, the momentum shifts and you go back to that body that you had. You have to understand that. So if you have a fitness guru telling you, yeah, you can drink beer and eat tacos all day and we're good, that's not realistic. But we can find the balance. And I tell clients, especially when I start to notice the freak out happening in phase number 2 here, I'm like, the end looks different. The end looks different than this. And there is hope, and my goal for all of our clients that I coach is this healthy lifestyle balance. You feel good socially, you feel good about your lifestyle, great sleep, great social activity, you feel like you're living a rewarding life, and you're healthy, and you enjoy being healthy. And that's really the golden ticket here, is getting you to that third position. So it's worth going through all of this work and this momentum shift. It's so hard. It may be the hardest thing you've ever done. And some of you are out there, I know, I've done it. I've lost over 100 pounds and kept it off for several years now. And I had to shift all my momentum. It's the hardest thing I've ever done. All right? And we had to get to this phase where the health component is much, much higher. You're putting a lot of more energy into that. But the healthy lifestyle is so worth it. And you talk to people that have solidified this, and this is just where they live all the time. It's an awesome place to be, and you guys deserve to be there. So hopefully you found this information helpful. Think about where you're at, and think about what you need to do to move through this process, and don't freak out in the second phase. Think this is just a part of the process, but the end reward is totally worth it.